Today, let's talk a little bit about why setting financial goals sometimes doesn't work, why they fail. And if you're a business owner, you can likely relate to that topic, that in the past you've set a financial goal that hasn't panned out, and I can certainly relate to that in my past experience as well. So the reason that financial goals often fail is that we don't track our financials. And today I want to give you just a little bit of a fun analogy to help remind you how important it is to track your financials on your way to achieving a financial goal. So the prop I want to use is this trusty old bathroom scale. It's probably about as old as I am, but it'll do the trick. And if you're like me at my age, the bathroom scale isn't always your best friend. Weight tends to stick around a little longer and a little more than it should. So sometimes the bathroom scale delivers news you don't want. But the thing I like about the bathroom scale, and maybe you appreciate it too, is that no matter what, good, bad, or indifferent, the bathroom scale is going to tell you the truth. And that's really important if you have set a fitness or a weight goal for yourself. So to use a quick analogy with the bathroom scale and with a fitness goal, let's say in 6 months' time you'd like to drop 20 pounds of weight. So you decide you're going to cut sugar out of your diet and you're going to walk 3 times a week. So the months go by and 6 months arrives and your goal is 20-pound weight loss. You get on the scale and you've lost 4 pounds. And you're dejected, you're discouraged, you're disappointed. You don't feel real great about yourself. You've put all that time and effort into this weight loss goal, but it didn't work out. Why? Well, the reason is you didn't track your weight loss, you didn't track your progress, you didn't track your process on the way to your 6-month deadline. So conversely, the way I would suggest you do it is that you set the same goal, 20 pounds in 6 months. You're going to cut sugar out of your diet, you're going to walk 3 times a week. After a month goes by, you jump on the weigh scale and you've only lost 3 pounds. So you do the math, in 6 months, you're not going to quite get to your weight loss goal if everything stays the same. So you keep your same eating habits, but you decide to walk 5 times a week for month 2. So end of month 2 arrives and hey, I lost 5 pounds. So you do the math, and if you do that for 4 more months, you're not only going to meet your weight loss goal, you're going to exceed it. But every month you keep doing your process, and at the end of each month, you get on the weigh scale, you track your progress, and you make any adjustments you need to make. 6 months arrives, you jump on the scale. Sure enough, not a surprise. You've lost 28 pounds, you're thrilled, you look fantastic. You feel good about yourself, you feel good about the process, you feel confident that you can set a goal and achieve it. So you can see how those two scenarios really contrast with one another, and it's just really a simple difference of tracking your process. So let's transfer that over to our business model where you're the business owner. You're doing $800,000 a year in revenue maybe, and you want to do $1 million or $1.2 million for the next 12 fiscal months. So same thing applies. You set the goal of $1 million over the next 12 months, and you decide to do that. I've got to spend some more on my marketing, and maybe I've got to tweak my process a little bit so I can do more, turn out more product to provide more service on a per month basis. So, month 1 arrives, you're doing all these things in your process, but you don't spend the time on your financials to track your cost of goods sold, track hours spent or expenses, revenues, all those things that you should be tracking. Month 2 arrives, month 3, basically you go through the whole year with really paying very little attention to your financials. End of the year comes, you've got that meeting with your accountant. Sure enough, you didn't hit your target goal, you increased your revenue by 40 or 60,000. You leave that meeting, dejected, discouraged, wondering what you did wrong, what's the point of setting goals, it doesn't work anyway. And again, compare that to you, the business owner, who sets the same goal of increase in revenue. You implement the same changes month 1. At the end of month 1, you look at your financials, you see where you're tracking, and you make on-course adjustments. So if you haven't increased your revenue enough, to reach your 12-month goal on a multiplier, then you would, for month 2, you'd make some more adjustments, maybe up your marketing campaign, or you'd even hire an outside salesperson, whatever you think is justifiable to reach your target growth in sales. You do that each month. At the end of each month, You're tracking your financials to see if your change in process is improving your business and getting you on track to reach your goals. More than likely what will happen, year end will come, you'll sit down with your accountant again, and hey, not only have you met your target, you've actually exceeded it, and you're not surprised. You knew it was going to happen because every month you're tracking your financials. You knew that your change in process was going to get you to where you wanted to go. The year-end meeting was just a formality. You had already known that ahead of time that you achieved what you'd set out to achieve. So you come out after the year-end meeting, you feel confident, you feel bullish about you and your business and about the future. You know you can set goals, achieve them, run your business. And the only difference is that you're still the same owner, the same person with the same abilities, but you monitored your progress by tracking your financials. You used your financials like the business scale, the weigh scale, I should say, making sure that you're on track to reach your goal. So, put that into play for your business. But if you're like most business owners where, financials and accounting aren't your strong suit, it's not why you got into business in the first place, it doesn't get you up in the morning, it's not your jam, I get that. So use someone that is an expert in that field. So it might be your internal bookkeeper, can help you out every month, explaining your financials, interpreting them, or it might be your accountant that you can use once a month to bring him in or her in and go through the process of going through all your financial statements to check your progress. And again, you'll learn a lot if you do that. Or use a business coach or consultant to do the same thing as well. So make sure if you're not confident, if it's not a strength of yours, understanding financials, don't use that as an excuse not to learn and not to look at your financials, because it's just a key component of being a successful business owner. So remember that, remember the bathroom scale, remember your financials. Every month you need to be on tracking financially the performance of your business. And when you do, you're going to be more successful. So best of luck with your business, and we'll see you on the next video.